System hacking is not a single attack, a single exploit, or a single mistake. It is a journey that begins the moment a hacker decides to understand a system rather than fight it blindly, and that journey usually starts with passive and active reconnaissance, where the attacker first watches before touching anything, silently collecting information through passive methods like traffic observation, DNS records, leaked credentials, public metadata, and system fingerprints that reveal what the target is running without ever alerting defenses. And once enough intelligence is gathered, the hacker shifts into active attacks, directly interacting with the system by sending probes, packets, and requests to see how it reacts, what it exposes, and where it breaks under pressure. From that foundation, the second entry point opens through network scanning and service enumeration, where tools like Nmap become the hacker's eyes, mapping the digital surface of the target by identifying open ports, running services, software versions, operating systems, and misconfigurations. Because every open port tells a story, and every outdated service is a forgotten door left unlocked by time. And once these services are identified, attackers don't guess. They research, correlating version numbers with known vulnerabilities and public disclosures to find exactly how those services can be abused. This naturally leads into the third entry point, exploitation of vulnerable and unpatched services, where attackers move from discovery to action by searching exploit databases, leveraging frameworks like Metasploit to match vulnerabilities with reliable exploits, carefully delivering payloads that turn a simple service flaw into remote code execution, shell access, or full system compromise, proving that most hacks don't happen because systems are complex, but because they are outdated. After gaining an initial foothold, the fourth entry point emerges through credential attacks and lateral access, where hackers dump stored passwords, harvest hashes, reuse credentials across services, and move sideways inside the network because one compromised account often leads to many. And poor password hygiene allows attackers to expand control without triggering alarms. The fifth entry point, and often the most underestimated, is social engineering, where the system itself is never attacked directly, but the human behind it is, using carefully crafted phishing emails, malicious PDFs, images, and documents that hide payloads behind trust, urgency, or curiosity, turning users into unintentional insiders who execute the attack themselves. Once access is established, the sixth entry point becomes privilege escalation, where hackers refuse to settle for limited access and instead search for weak permissions, misconfigured services, kernel vulnerabilities, SUID binaries, or insecure scheduled tasks to climb from a basic user to administrator or root. Because true system control isn't about entering, it's about owning every level of authority. With elevated privileges secured, the seventh entry point focuses on persistence and backdoor deployment, where attackers embed themselves deep into the system using startup services, registry keys, cron jobs, hidden users, and stealthy payloads to ensure access survives reboots, password changes, and even partial system cleanup, transforming a one-time breach into long-term dominance. The eighth entry point then expands into defense evasion and log manipulation, where hackers erase footprints, disable security tools, modify logs, and mask their presence to stay invisible, because the best attack is the one that looks like normal system behavior. And finally, the ninth entry point brings everything together through command and control and automation, where compromised systems are remotely managed, updated, and weaponized as part of a larger infrastructure, allowing attackers to execute commands, exfiltrate data, deploy new payloads, and maintain control at scale, proving that system hacking is not chaos, but a disciplined process. Observe, enumerate, exploit, escalate, persist, and control. In the end, system hacking isn't magic, it's patience, knowledge, and understanding how technology, configuration mistakes, and human behavior intersect. And once you understand these entry points, you stop seeing systems as secure machines and start seeing them as chains, where breaking just one weak link is enough to take everything down. If this video helped you understand how system hacking really works, not the movie myths, but the real entry points hackers use, then do me one favor, hit that subscribe button. This channel is built for people who don't just want to watch hacking, but want to understand it, master it, and stay ahead of the curve. Drop a like to support the grind and comment below. I'll see you in the next one.